So up to this point, we're able to achieve to this particular position where we can input our first name, surname, phone number, username, password. So, or there's another thing I want us to do too. I want us to add, anytime we're done entering this, we are going to be kind of a create account button here that I want us to be present here. And also, there's a library that we're going to make use of, which is Pandas. Pandas is a type of library that is used for data analysis. So we're going to any data that we got here, we want to create a form of a database whereby we're going to the information that we got from the user, want to save it in kind of a data frame format. Which when I mean data frame, kind of a table format. I don't want us to make use of this library as I don't want to introduce this library to the currently right now, but I don't have choice because that's basically the easiest way for us to achieve this and make use of this. So the other thing, we can try to beautify all these things, but we're not going to basically do that because that's going to take almost infinity years to do all this to beautify it to our taste. But I just want us to understand the ideology. So I'm going to make use of that Pandas library. If you are new to Pandas, don't worry. I'm going to do a full tutorial on Pandas so you understand how Pandas work. But I'm just going to implement it to use it to see how it actually works. We're going to store information on it. We're going to save it on our file, and it's going to be saved in form of a database whereby instead of us checking whether if this user have an account with us, we can directly just link it to that database that we created. It's not actually a database, but it's kind of a database that is locally stored on our system that we can go there and check whether if there's any sign up that anyone somebody trying to sign in, we're going to check on that data frame. We can see a mini database whether if the account exists there. Once the account exists there, I think that we have created a kind of a full-fledged login system that someone can log in, create an account. I think that should be the end. I think it's not going to be really easy as you expect, but it's going to be achievable. I'm going to explain each step we do step by step for us to basically understand these things. So I think this video, what I want us to do is to add the button down here, somewhere down here, which is going to be create. Remember that all these colors, you can change some of all these colors and do a whole lot of other things. Like I explained initially, we don't come here to come and beautify it because in a real world scenario, you are going to do more than this. But I just want us to understand how these scenarios or how these entire things work. So I think we are going to go into the creation of the button that is going to be down here. The button is not going to basically do anything right now until when we start creating something really huge. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to come here and create a function. So let me create a function inside this sub function so I can directly call it inside this sub function. So what I'm going to do, let me come here. So let me create a function here. This one can only be called inside of this function or by indirectly inheriting calling it outside of this function by making it of this main function. But don't worry, if you are confused, don't worry, as we go on, you're going to understand it more. So I'm going to create a function. This function is basically going to do some things. And what is this function going to do exactly? The function create, I can say create profile. It's not going to do anything as of now, because I want us to create a button that is going to access this function. So let's go down and create this button. Down here, we're going to say create button. You can say create, so let's go btn. Then it's going to be button, and that button two as it, and then the command is going to let me give it a test. The test is going to be what create what profile. Going to create profile. The command is going to be what the function that is going to handle is just basically this function that we wrote here that is not basically not doing anything here, which is called create profile. So I'm just going to copy it, and I'm going to connect to this, it's create profile. So I'm going to grid this on the screen right now. So let me just say create button dot what dot. Going to be after that of the all the labels. I know the highest colon that is here is that of 5, so I want it to be on that of 6, and I want the colon to be somewhere around 3. So here is going to be what colon is going to be that of 3, and the row is going to be that of 6. So let's run this and see the output. So if I click on this sign in, it's going to prompt me with this. You can see create profile. It's not going to do anything right now, but as we give it a command that is going to, the command is just basically simple: take everything that is inside here, and then it's going to store it in that of our pandas data frame. Pandas data frame is going to read it, and then Hula is going to store it on our system. So it's not going to be really hard. Just buckle up, get your head straight. It's going to be easy. So I think we have come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'll be happy to see you next. Thank you for watching.